Hello and welcome to the Acting Coach Network podcast. I'm your host, Savannah Madden, acting coach, theatre school owner and business mentor for coaches who are ready to scale without the stress. I'll be your guide for all things mindset, business growth and building a life you truly love. If you're new here, then welcome. And if you tuned in for the first episode last week, then thank you so much for your support. It means the world to have you here as we build this community together. Today, we're going to dive a little bit deeper into mindset, specifically the sneaky limiting beliefs that hold us back without us even realizing it. And more importantly, how to start moving past them. So, let's get straight into it. You might be very familiar with limiting beliefs, or you might not know what they are at all. So what are they? Limiting beliefs are those thoughts or assumptions we carry that restrict our potential. They often sound like, I'm not good enough, I'm too old to start now, I'm not quite qualified enough, I'm not just the type of person who succeeds at that, people won't buy from me, I'm not knowledgeable enough, I don't have any qualifications for this, etc., etc. And the tricky part is these beliefs often feel like facts, but they're not. They're simply stories we've picked up over time from experiences from other people or even from our own inner critic. And until we recognise them, they quietly shape every decision that we make. So common limiting beliefs that I see is that I want to share a few of the most common ones, especially in people who are passionate, creative, and ready to step into bigger versions of themselves, or maybe people that are in a moment of their life of transition, moving into a new season, trying to push themselves out of their comfort zone, and they're moving into the stretch zone. So number one, I have to have it all figured out before I start. That's a really, really common one. And I know someone that's really good at saying that as well. And I mean me when I talk about that. This belief keeps so many people stuck in research, planning, and overthinking instead of just taking action. And someone said to me quite recently, taking messy action is better than taking no action at all. So the truth, you build clarity by doing, not by waiting for the perfect plan. And I'm sure there are so many of us that suffer from perfectionism tendencies, but we're not all perfect. So why are we striving for it? We've just got to get on with it, right? So number two is, if I fail, it means I'm not good enough. Ooh, it's a big one, isn't it? So failure gets painted as a negative, but in reality, it is simply part of the learning process. Think about a small child. They fail every day, all day, every day, with learning all their new skills, whether that be trying to sit up, trying to roll over, trying to crawl, trying to walk, trying to feed themselves, trying to drink themselves, whatever it is. And they just try and try again, don't they? They have such a fantastic attitude. They're not scared of failure. They just keep on going. And every successful person that you admire has failed more times than you can imagine. And they didn't let it define them. They kept going. And you can too. Number three, other people are already doing it. There's no room for me. Ooh, comparison kills momentum, I tell you. Comparison is also the thief of joy. I love that quote. It's so true because everybody is different. We're all doing our own thing. And just because there are already people doing the thing that you want to be doing, it doesn't mean that they are the right person for everybody out there that's looking for that particular thing. People need to work with you, because you don't want to be the world's best kept secret. Remember, your voice, your experience, your story is completely unique. No one can deliver your message in the way that you can. So, how do we overcome limiting beliefs? How do we move past these sometimes invisible blocks? Here's a simple 3-step process you can start today. Step 1, awareness. Notice the thought. Pay attention to the inner dialogue when you feel resistance or fear. Awareness is the first step to change. Being self-aware is an absolute superpower. The more you tap into it, the more you are going to see some results. So really have that awareness, self-awareness of what you're doing, what you're saying to yourself, who you're surrounding yourself with. Step 2, question the belief. Ask yourself, is this really true? Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes it might be true, but I bet you 9 times out of 10, it won't be. So think to yourself, where did I learn this? What's another way of looking at this? The good news is most limiting beliefs fall apart when we shine a light on them. You may have heard this analogy before. I've talked about it quite a few times on my social media as well. If we have a limiting belief, we need 4 pieces of evidence to back up that it is true. And there is a table analogy, which I absolutely love, that someone taught to me a few years ago. A table needs 4 legs for it to be able to stand up. And that is the same with a limiting belief. You need 4 pieces of true evidence that are facts to make your limiting belief stand up. If you don't have 4 legs, your table won't stand up. If you don't have 4 facts, your limiting belief isn't true. And as I said, 9 times out of 10, I bet you they aren't even true. It's just a story you're telling yourself. Step 3, choose a new limiting belief. This is where the magic happens. If the old belief was, for example, I'm not good enough, the new belief could be something along the lines of, I'm learning, growing, and becoming better every day. You might not believe the new thought 100% yet, and that is totally fine and understandable. It's absolutely okay. But think of it like building a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger it gets. A mindset shift doesn't happen overnight, but every time you choose a more empowering belief, you take back control of your story. So I hope those 3 steps have really helped get a little bit more clarity on how to tackle those limiting beliefs. I just want you to think, before we kind of start wrapping things up, I just want you to think about maybe 3 affirmations you could take with you into this next week of how you could combat those limiting beliefs that might pop into your head. Something very similar to what I just said about reframing a limiting belief and making it into a positive. And I just want to take you on a very short visualization, incredibly short. So I just want you to picture the version of you who has already broken through your biggest limiting belief. So if you're able just to take a moment of pause, just picture the version of you who has already broken through your biggest limiting belief. How do they move through the world? How do they show up differently? What would they tell you right now if they could? Just hold on to that image. That future version of you is already within you. You're just clearing the path. So that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you feel encouraged and empowered to start noticing and shifting the beliefs that have been holding you back. Before you go, I've got a free gift just for you, and it's called 5 Smart Ways to Scale Your Acting Coaching Business. A simple, actionable guide packed with ideas to help you grow your business without burning out. Whether you're just starting or ready to level up, it's full of tips I wish I'd known sooner. You can download it right now via the link in the show notes. If this episode resonated with you, it would mean the world if you could share it with a friend who might need it, or leave a review. It helps more people find the podcast and join us on this journey together. Come join the conversation over in our free Facebook group, the Acting Coach Network, and you can follow me on Instagram at the Acting Coach Network for more tips, behind the scenes, and a peek into my day-to-day. You can also catch extra content, tutorials, and video episodes over on our YouTube channel. Just search the Acting Coach Network. Until next time, keep showing up, keep growing, and keep doing the things that light you up. And remember, you are capable of so much more than you realise. I'll see you next time.